Hello, and welcome back to Panzer Corps Gold and playing hardball and the Second World War. So, the year 1943 is coming to an end. No, not yet. It is September, but things are getting later. The Dnieper doesn't have too much water right now, but we still have to hold the line. Now here, what was the name? Kremenchug. So historically that was one of the points where the Soviets actually managed to crush the Nazi German and other Axis forces and establish a huge bridgehead from where they got over the Dnieper. However, in our situation here, I think we are holding the line more or less nicely here with our counterattack. So the Soviets had a problem with their coordination and their artillery got forward a little bit too far. And for us, that meant that we could crush the artillery somewhat with some of our Tigers here. So we formed several battle groups. However, the Soviets came with some T-34s here. Possibly forward and fast medium tank formations or something. So we don't really know what's going on here. They have a lot of space there. So I would expect that they have a lot of other troops there. But I also believe that we need to continue and we have to destroy all this heavy artillery here. It's too dangerous for our guys. And yeah, we got relatively lucky last time with several attacks. However, our poor Wehrreserve here, they also suffered somewhat. Pretty badly in case of these two units here. So they really got a lot of fire there. But the unit survived, which is probably good. And well, then there's this Soviet amphibious operation going on here in the west, on the western side, where we have 3 battalions of Grenadiers and Gebirgsjäger. And I think this is actually a problem here, probably. Because we are looking at bad weather, although like it should have been raining, right? But fortunately, the weather is still okay. But if it turns bad and it's getting cloudy again, which also means that our efficiency, our airstrike efficiency is going to be bad. This could be a bad problem for us. And the Soviets still have some planes in the sky. So they came with more fighters, which is here, where they actually got our recon that was here on the river. I'm not even certain how they saw that. I know. Here, this tank noticed our Brombeer over there. Then they sent the plane here, this one, the Lavochkin LA-5, to shoot. Fortunately, they couldn't catch anyone. But then this guy saw our recon. Unfortunately, they didn't have a third one, because then I think they would have sent the guy to our artillery. Oh, that could have been very bad for our Wurfrahmen here. So we got really lucky there. Which also tells us that they don't have any other planes in strike range right now. Yeah, or they didn't have it. Maybe they have some around this airfield now or something. By the way, the airfields. Yeah, so I think we should make this one a priority also. To take out this airfield, because that means that they will have to fly in from the edges of the operational area here. So, and then it also means that we need to shoot down the Soviet plane over here. So there is one. We did make the Soviets suffer somewhat. This is an older Yak-7 here. So maybe we start with this one and then we are going to sink some ships there. This is 8. So what is this, by the way? These are guards. Yeah, we definitely need to get rid of the guards. Guards on the barges there. Guards here as well. So, and then this here is an anti-tank gun. Yeah. Conscripts. Yeah, it's pretty problematic. Like these guys, they might even, like if they sail here, they could immediately get into the town. So, which means that we should probably, well, maybe we do it like this. We only do 2. Yeah, we've got a problem. So our brand new Heinkel here, totally inexperienced, would do 8. 8 damage, which would be awesome, but then 3. Yeah, but I think we can sink one of them, huh? But we don't want this guy to disembark directly here, by the way. Because then they can take the town. So these Blitz Grenadiers, they need to be here. And we can attack this one for 3. Well, these are conscripts. Yeah, crap. They are going to land. We don't have enough troops over here. What should we do? We need to wipe out these guys here. Okay, well. So let's firstly shoot down the planes. So we've got our bear. However, maybe bear is better suited somewhere else. So this here is our movement Focke-Wulf, and this here is our movement Focke-Wulf. Here, our hero with additional movement points. And our BF. Let's do like this here. You guys. We need these guys just to make sure, yeah. And then we can look around here maybe. Or let's, there might be more, so we have to look around first. Ah, yeah, okay, no one is there. Then let's look around. What's going on here if we fly here? Ah, yeah, okay, no more ships there. Then let's attack. 10, alright. Can you guys take them out? Like, this is kind of a problem, but we have more initiative, and now we are completely outnumbering them, so it should be fine, right? No, no, oh yeah, good, okay, very good. So now the thing is, they do 2, yeah, it doesn't matter. Then I guess, yeah, it kind of doesn't matter. Although, like on this side, we might. Yeah, we could actually, in principle, drive our recon forward. And, like, maybe that would be a good idea. So let's use our experience Heinkel to sink this one here. Come on, you guys can sink them, right? Yes, excellent. 1 guard's down on the bottom of the Dnieper here. And then this Heinkel. Yeah, it's always 8. Come on. Yeah, okay, only 8. And maybe we get lucky and our Gebirgsjäger can destroy them. Yeah, but probably not. Yeah, no, let's stay close here. Let's stay close. Come on. No, they didn't make it. Okay. Well, then we are using you guys. So I don't want them. They need to be gone. However, do we need our guy here? Yeah, well, either we attack or we look around. We need to know what's behind here. That's a problem. We have a lot of problems. And then you guys. Yeah, actually, it would have been smarter to put the Gebirgsjäger here. And then have the recon here, by the way. Crap. That was stupid. But well, not so late. The orders have been sent, the paperwork. Got out of the office before I had the idea. So, well. However, yeah, you definitely need to be here, but we could also... Oh yeah, no, hey, oh yeah, let's do like this. Like, I doubt... No, yeah, it should be okay. So we are going here with these guys. We are attacking like so. Or that should have been 2. And then our other grenadiers go here, and this denies the conscripts to actually land here. And by the way, these are also conscripts there on this barge. Okay. So then they will land the anti-tank gun here. But then they need more time. And then I think we should actually use or have our other planes. More like here. Let's use our planes rather on the western side of the battlefield, of the operational area. I think that's probably better. Well, let's start here on the eastern side, because then we can see who we can actually fly around. So we should be able to destroy this flak. Yeah, it looks like they didn't have more flak here, but I would have expected a huge flak, the 85mm, that has a range of 3 on the airfield, but then I'm sure there's one here then. Which means, yeah, I mean, and also if there are tanks around, then we can expect that the Soviets are bringing some spark or so, so we should actually even be careful here. So we need to look around some more first, but let's do something here. Like the Tiger definitely needs to destroy. Yeah, actually here, let's do like this. The Spy Panther, that's our guy here with the spotting hero. Carsten. You're driving. Yeah. Yeah, you are driving here, and then you can look behind them. Anything? Aha, there's another Su-76 there. And we have 2 Sus ourselves. And that's it. So you're going to destroy the artillery there. Our Tiger needs to go here and mess up these guys. So we have 2 artillery shots, and then in theory... Yeah, we should probably... Like, can anybody... Yeah, okay, so if we can do 6 damage on this one here, then we can certainly do 6 damage down there. So I would think that maybe we need 1 plane. Which is not ideal. But then let's use 1 Messerschmitt here. But the others, we need to shift over there, I think. Yeah, the 7, huh? Okay, so let's attack this guy first. They're actually here with the Tiger. The Tiger needs to clear the way from those conscripts there. And I'd rather use the Su. So we need 1 Su shot on the conscripts. Yeah, okay, no, but if we have a plane here, then we can use the Su. Here, let's use this Su just to make sure that they are out of the way. Oh, that was an excellent shot. You wipe them out. Very good. And then you guys drive here. You shoot at the conscripts. That was an okay shot. And now the Tiger... Yes, excellent. Rolls over them. Very good. Yeah, okay. So, oh, by the way, we might even make them surrender. But I think... Yeah, it would have been better to have an artillery strike on this guy here as well. But I wanted to make sure that we can actually clear this here. Yeah, let's have let's have a plane here. And then... Yeah, that should have been better, but yeah. Our guys should have no trouble. Okay. There was a chance to make them surrender here because they couldn't get anywhere, and they also didn't have any more entrenchment. So let's go here. Because they might end up there or so. So they're not attacking them. So I think that went well. And then if you guys fly there... You can attack the T-34, but then we've got a flak here. And something nasty could be there. And we know that there was something here, right? There was more stuff there. And they need to stay here now. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think we should probably stay low here. Like there was artillery there, but they can't see us. Which is why they couldn't shoot at us, right? Like these guys, they were here before and fled. Or well, how did they get here? Actually, was someone here? But yeah, we need to clear these guys out. So, and maybe we are actually starting with the plane there. Which means the plane is here. They've got 2 fighters here. Yeah, let's attack the fighters first. So you guys Yeah, you can't directly fire. Also, being on the river would be stupid. So let's drive up. And then we are firing here at the Lavochkin 5. That's the better fighter, but lower initiative than the best one that they have. Oh, crap. That should have been much better. Only 3. And this is also an LA5. And we've got our flak here. We can actually just shoot at them. Not driving around. Oh, beautiful. We've got a kill there. Beautiful. Okay. Well, then these guys are somewhat shot up a bit. So our fighters can do the rest. Yeah, and well. There, this is here. This is a regular Focke-Wulf. Let's have these guys here. Then we can also provide some cover for anybody here. And then we need another one. Which is, yeah, then our attack guy. That's the safest way. Like these guys, they are still quite dangerous. With an additional... Yeah, with an additional flanking bonus, I think that's okay. So then you guys take them down. Yeah, very good. So I don't want to see any planes coming down on our side. So then we should look behind them, but we kind of can't before I'm using our plane, but maybe we have to. Also, we need to do something against these guys there. That's 8. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you need to get out of there now. Yeah, they need to get out of the way. So you did a fine job holding the line, Wehrreserve. Yeah, maybe actually let's do it like this. Our Brummbär goes here, fires at the flak. And our Brummbär is actually pretty okay with the suppression, I find, usually. And we need some artillery strikes on them. Unfortunately, they're not completely suppressed here. So I guess... Yeah, we need to strike at the artillery there first. Yeah. And by the way... Yeah... Yeah, we should, if we fly here 1, 2, 3 from here, then we could go 1, 2, 3 and then cover this here at least. How much fuel do we have? 91, that's plenty. Yeah, I think that's fine. Although we will have a target here. So our Junkers wouldn't be able to do anything if we are just attacking here. I kind of... Well, we could also attack this one. And then wipe out this T-34. Which would probably be quite smart. Or even this one there for 11. That would be one option. And I definitely want to use our Messerschmitt over here as well. Oh yeah, here we could also destroy the T-34. And this Wehrreserve should be able to destroy the conscripts together with one artillery strike or so. So we don't need to waste a Tiger on them. So we could use 2 plane attacks. And then we can wipe out these guys here. I think that's probably a good thing. Although on the other hand, having some planes attack the artillery here would also be good. So here, our Gebirgsjäger, yeah, they've got very strong artillery there. Let's look at the bigger picture so I don't overlook anything. No, we are good. No more Soviet planes in the sky for now. Yeah, our attack you. Yeah, we can do it. So let's fly here. Although, nah. Yeah, no. Here we need to make sure that at least no one is here. I don't think so, but still, it could be possible. So this artillery needs to go here so we can fire at someone. And using our recon for hit and run tactic is not smart because they will have defensive artillery there. And I don't want to pull back the puck yet, because we might want to fire at the T-34 with it. And we don't have infantry here, which is kind of unfortunate. Where are our long legs? Where are you guys? I don't see them. Here. Okay. They can't really reach a good position, but we could help out over there. If only we could get into this forest, that would be good. Why can't we go there? Because of this guy. Otherwise, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 6, 7. No, it's not enough. That's why. Okay. But I do like this mission a lot, actually. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and by the way, these guys, you go here. And they just stay there. Yeah, well. But then, let's do like this. We need to reduce them. We are ignoring this here over here and hope that no one comes for us. And then you guys go behind the Wehrreserve, which is holding up and licking their wounds over here. By the way, in theory, we could spend 15 prestige for 8 strength points, which would reduce their experience to 88. Yeah, no. We are not getting any reinforcements here. So I think the Tiger needs to go here and attack the artillery there. And these guys are suppressed by at 7 now. It's bad to have a tiger in the forest. But I think we have to do it. And then the other guys could come roll around here. Yeah, we should rather attack the T-34 with our Panther here. So you guys go here. So like in the last turn, the first day of this battle, I think it was very, very important, and it was very good that we accomplished it, to destroy the enemy recon first. So because that gave their artillery the information, the target information. And now, yeah, they need to be completely gone there. So you guys go here. We can't dare to have anybody here because they can go forward, probably. But we have 2 Wurfrahmen. So then you guys... Oh, we use 1 Wurfrahmen against them. But we need to fire at this guy there. If you are here, 1, 2, 3, they are not in range. So we need 1 Wurfrahmen to fire at this one. Oh, crap. Well, then we need to have 1 here on the river to fire at these guys. I think that's probably better. Then you guys drive there. You fire at the artillery. They are completely suppressed. Then you guys drive here, looking around. Yeah, that was the other artillery there. Then this Wurfrahmen drives here on the river. You fire and mess up as many of the... Ugh. Yeah, crap. But they're completely suppressed now. But then, yeah, they will flee at least. So then they will end up there. So we don't see them anymore. Okay. Then you guys go here. You fire at the conscript so they don't get any ideas with our tiger in the forest. But the good thing is the tiger also has the guys here. So, and yeah. Then our Kanonenvogel. Yeah, we still don't know what's going on there. It would be sort of a risk there. So, question is, do they have spark? If so, where? So we've got one Hummel here. We've got one artillery here. You guys, yeah, you should get off the river there. And here we are not inside. So to have a Tiger drive around, and I think we need one Tiger here or so. So we can get to this artillery there. I think we are using our Panzer III to destroy these guys. And then we can actually see more here, what's going on there. Panzer III, but we need to wipe out these guys there. But can we get to them? So here. Ah yeah, okay. So this is SMG infantry, okay. And here is also SMG infantry. Aha, and there they've got a big one, the 85. We know it. We know it. We do not fear it, and we do not love it. But we do love to destroy this one here. Which means actually they could go 1, 1, 2, 3. So we could, like, even if these guys would go forward, they could go 1, 1, 2, 3. That's kind of crap. So we kind of can't use any planes here except actually for the T-34 there. Well, let's do it. So you guys, they've got 2 entrenchment. Ugh, that should have been 6. 2, 5. Well then. I fear the Katyusha will survive. But the Katyusha against tanks, yeah, it's kind of bad. Yeah, we don't have artillery. We leave these guys completely alone. However, they can look for one. Yeah, it's kind of crap. Oh god, we are in such a bad situation here. But they don't seem to have any flak, so we could also... Yeah, here, let's use you guys. You have more range. Then we are actually at least attacking the Sioux here via plane. Let's do that. And these guys, they don't need cover fire from fighters. So oh, yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, good. I mean, they might have flak behind this one, but I kind of don't think so. But there might be spark coming in. Although on the other hand, like, it would make sense if they had flak. But if so, then possibly only the small caliber, the 37. Because the big one they usually have on the airfields only, because it's rare and expensive. So, then back down here. So the Tiger... Yeah, no, we definitely want to destroy this guy there. Well, these guys, they have already here escort, fighter escort service, so to speak. So that's okay then. But yeah, I think we let the conscript survive. So Tiger, you take out the artillery, so it's gone. And then you guys attack here. Rugged defense crap. Ugh. But they flee, okay. And then we stay here, so they cannot see us here. Oh crap, they can see us there. These conscripts can see us. They could go 1, 1, 2, 3 and shoot at us. Crap. Unless we drive here. Oh man. That's really bad. They might have more tanks there. Oh god. Yeah, it could be really bad. Unless we destroy the conscript somehow. But then still the T-34 could actually hit us. Ugh, man. Yeah. What now? We need to fire. Yeah. Okay, what can we do? Like, we need to be out of sight. They could go 1, 2, 3 and take out the conscripts. If the conscripts could get one shot. Plus we neutralize this artillery somehow. Which could be this artillery's job. So we can't go there. Yeah, then let's go here. Yeah, no, the conscripts will survive. Also, the T-34 is too dangerous there. Let's leave them here for a moment. You guys cannot get off the river yet. Although it's kind of crap. But here we can't do anything anyway. So, messing them up. Then let's use our Sioux to drive here. And we are firing at the artillery there. Ugh, bad shot. Oh, but they are all suppressed. That's good. And then these conscripts. Yeah, or the Tiger. Yeah, crap. It would be better to have the Tiger somewhere else now. Oh, by the way, we could also... Yeah, no. No, our flak stays here. Well, our U... Oh, no, here. They could go 1, 1, 2, 3 and shoot at us, so that's not good. So we could only use the plane to attack these guys here and then risk to get shot by anything that's behind here. That's the problem. Or we use one Tiger here and take out this one there. But we'll get one shot from here. 1, 1, 2, 3. So we could use a plane here, which could be... Well, maybe we should do this. Well, let's look around here. So we have only one more plane, one more tactical bomber. And we have only one more fighter plane. And a 2, but we need one to actually defend our guys here. Well, before I forget anything, let's do rather that. And let's rather use Bear somewhere else. So you guys, you have the escort job. And let's go here. Because some other plane might come in. So, although no, they cannot see us. Okay, no, then it doesn't matter. But we can't take the risk of any plane shooting at our Heinkels here. So you guys stay there. Which gives us only one fighter wing, which is Bear. By the way, I watched a nice video, but it was AI-generated slop, so I cannot really confirm it yet. But it appears that Bear established the tactic to rather swoop down on bombers rather than use the previous tactic of attacking a bomber if this plane is a bomber. To come from behind, from below and behind, which is why the Germans lost quite some planes, until Bear developed the tactic to circle above and then swoop down like this in a 90-degree angle and using the speed plus gravity to achieve something like 720 kilometers per hour or so. Yeah, having 1 second reaction time to actually get the target, shoot the target, and then swoop by, and then coming back up. Which is why the British bombers suffered quite some losses there once they established this tactic. Yeah, not sure, can't confirm it yet. Sounded pretty convincing. If you know anything, let me know and let the community know in the comment section. And in the end of this episode, by the way, I'm going to talk a little bit more, but let's get going here first. Yeah, so we need to do something about them. So, yeah, we need to shoot at them. So yeah, crap. I shouldn't have shot at the conscripts here. I should have shot at the T-34. Because we could have used our Hummel then to rather shoot at the T-34 here. And maybe we need to soften them up with our Puck. So let's definitely need to shoot at the artillery there. Yeah, crap, that was a bad shot. But we are completely suppressing them, which is good. And now you have 3-4. Yeah, let's do that actually. 3-4 to 7. Let's shoot them once, reducing them. Oh yeah, nice shot. Nice shot there, good. And now you guys. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. But still super dangerous. Shall we pull back? Now let's stay there for a moment. Like we could finish them off. Oh no, actually we can only attack the conscripts now. Well, let's do that. They are, and they are going to flee as well. But that's fine. So we denied them visibility at least. So like this. Oh crap. And we need a fighter to actually defend our Kanonenvogel here, by the way. Oh god. And is Bear actually... Oh god, did I make a mistake? Oh no. He can't get there now. Oh no. Oh no, I made a mistake. I didn't think about it. Oh no. Let's hope that the Soviets are not sending in any more fighter planes there. Oh god. What should we do now? We have only our Ultra U. Yeah, we've got a problem. And they are not even suppressed completely. But I guess we should be able to mess them up. So these guys are completely suppressed. Only the Katyusha will fire. Yeah, we can't get there. I would rather use our Gebirgsjäger here. Like really. But then, yeah, then one Tiger can drive in here and then attack them and wipe them out. Although it would be better to actually attack the T-34 as well. Crap. So who are you? You are our Ultra Tiger. You only do 9 against them, yeah. Oh, man. Can we actually... Yeah, attacking with infantry here would be suicide for our guys. Yeah, I didn't want to attack with the plane here. We need the plane over there. So we should actually use the plane here on these guys. Making sure that they are gone. And then our Junkers is also in a good position to actually help out over here. And I think we need our Junkers to destroy the anti-tank gun there. Once it's on the ground. And by the way, we only have 4 attack against naval targets, so... yeah, we definitely need to bring the plane here. So, and this is the best target. So let's do this. Oh, 14 even. Very good. Well then, our Wehrreserve can wipe them out. Good. Good, good, good. Which frees up 1 artillery shot, which is good. Oh, we could also shoot them over there, by the way. Rather. To weaken them. This here. Yeah, you guys could go here and fire at them. Or at the flak. And then we will have 1 Tiger here. Now the problem is that... Oh no, actually. We could use the Wehrreserve. Yeah, let's do that. And then we will use the artillery shots. Like we need to wipe out the T-34 here. Yeah, this would be only 1. So our pack... The pack fulfilled its purpose by just holding the line here. Yeah, with 2 flankers here. So our Tiger, this is our attack Tiger with attack +3, right? No, 2. And you guys are our Super Tiger. So like, rather let's use this guy here, attack +3, defense +3, attack +3. This one here rather to attack over there. So you wipe out the T-34s. Good. Very good. And now, the Wehrreserve, you guys, you go into this forest. Very good. No one over there. Then you get a Brummbär here. Yeah. Like 4. They would do 6. Yeah, let's shoot them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can do it, right? Yeah, excellent. Very good. So, that artillery is gone. Now, these guys don't see anything there. We could shoot them like so. Yeah, this tiger kind of doesn't need any support. Let's drive like so, just like this. Aha, they've got some SMG infantry behind there. Okay. Yeah, no, let's just attack. We don't need to do anything about the flak right now, so they don't have any planes in the sky or like anything that we could they could do against it. Let's have the Wehrreserve here. And oh no, sorry. Let's do it rather like this. So we are firing at this artillery just in case they're getting any ideas of shooting at us or so. And then you guys go back here. And then this Wehrreserve goes here. And the next turn we could possibly either help out here or there. And this tiger drives there. And if someone drives down here, we should have an ambush situation. So, and then we've got also the Hummel in a good position. Yeah, let's do that. And this Hummel, you fire at this one. And this suppresses them. Yeah, excellent. So now our... Oh yeah, here. Yeah, we could also go in with our infantry. Oh, we could actually destroy them all, huh? Oh, yeah, that's even better. So they shouldn't be able to see us unless someone drives in. Oh yeah, let's do that rather. Then we don't have the problem here anymore. Oh no, crap. They can fire here. But our long legs can take out those guys there. Yeah, excellent. Very good. And then in theory we could attack here, but we need to do rather something here. But now you guys can come around. That's good. So this here is our defensive tiger. Defense +2 and initiative +1. However, without artillery support or anything. So like these guys, the SMG infantry could also go in. And they have the nasty, oh yeah, they even have close defense 4. We definitely have to attack this one here with our Panzer 3. These guys, they are completely suppressed. Yeah. That's 10. This is 9. So you guys drive here. Yeah, the problem is, like, we cannot get to the Katyusha anyway unless we are... Like, I mean, in theory, we could ignore this one. But the T-34 on the loose would be a very bad idea. On the other hand, we could also bring our pack here. And then, like, everything here is blocked anyway, so they can't get through. We could... Let's think about this. This tiger could attack... Like, could drive around here. Attack and wipe out the artillery there. Then our infantry goes here. But that's the thing, like, that we don't know. And I don't want to be in the forest here, so we should rather be here. Ah, crap. But my thing is that this tiger goes here, destroys the artillery, infantry goes there, messes up the conscripts. The conscripts are gone. And then our tiger can't drive in here because the flak is still in the way, so we cannot neutralize the Katyusha anyway. But I have a bad feeling here. That's the problem. I've got a bad feeling with this Katyusha strike here with Panzer III. Yeah, but we cannot do anything here with the infantry there, because it would be suicide for some of our guys. Unless, of course, we just leave it here, but then this flak will attack our Junker, so that's also bad. Yeah, we've got a pretty bad situation right now. That was a mistake. I hope that they don't come with more fighter planes now, that we just shot down so many of them. Like, maybe we have a respite right now. Let's do it like this. We are blocking this guy here. With the, or we're actually attacking him with our tiger. And this also blocks the SMG guys. There. Oh, they're not even fleeing. Okay. But it's actually better this way, because then they can't get so many replacements. Then this infantry goes here. Ah, crap. And they are still surviving then, huh? Crap. Well then. Panzer III. But actually, well, they only have one entrenchment, so if we attack them now, then they will flee here. I don't want them to be here, because then the initiative... Yeah, so although the biggest danger will come from the Katyusha here. So let's attack them first. 9. No, they survive. Crap. Yeah, and then we would have wasted the Panzer III here. Then you attack. Come on. No, no, no. Oh, good. Yeah, excellent. Oh, okay. Very good. Risky job there, but Panzer III prevails. And now we've got a tiger here. Oh. If we bring the tiger here, we could destroy the artillery there. While this one, yeah, crap, this one will pound us. They do not see anything beyond this line here, though. And I doubt that these guys will go forward. They will probably get some replacements or so. And by the way, let's put our pack here. They can't see them, but in case someone drives in. So this is kind of a very risky business here. Like if someone drives in and sees our Hummel, then these guys, they will all shoot the Hummel. But maybe they will just get replacements here. And the next turn we can pull our tigers here and wipe them out over there. So... yeah, and by the way, we need to bring these guys up there. Fortunately, they don't have any more tanks to attack. However, they have this SMG infantry there. But you guys, you need to be here. So maybe the tiger needs to be indeed here. And we are just shooting the Katyusha, huh? Because Katyusha has 13. And this is 12-9. Well, I mean, the Katyusha wouldn't be able to hit anybody here anyway. But yeah, our infantry is... yeah, oh god, the infantry. We need to destroy the conscripts there. Because they can see our infantry. And they will shoot the infantry now. And I think we would probably lose up to 3 or so. 3-4 guys or so. And we don't want that. Can't use a plane because we don't have any more planes. No, we don't. We have Bear. Bear can't reach this one here. By the way, we could attack the ship, but they could shoot down one of Bear's planes. So let's not do that. I think this guy is fairly safe there. But Bear... no, crap. Well, we could have bear here, and then these guys, they will most likely bring their little pack out here. Then we can attack with bear and then fly somewhere else and then attack with someone else. And then our grenadiers should be able to wipe them out completely. Or these guys are driving or sailing here. Probably. Probably. No, I think that if they can, they will get onto the shore. So, yeah, this is a problem. So, let's think about this. This T-34 can see so far. If we wipe out the conscripts, then these guys, they cannot see anything. So I don't think that they will go forward. However, this T-34 can see the pack. Otherwise, they can only see the tanks. But if someone drives in, then we are screwed. But this pack... No, you guys... No, we are not risking them now, because they would be wiped out then with the full Katyusha strike. So let's go back. So it's kind of risky here. But I think we should actually destroy the conscripts. Although it's a total waste, but... we should destroy the conscripts so they can't see us. Let's do that. They didn't expect us to do that, I guess. So, and then here this flag. Can drive here. While someone could go here. This tank is the only one that they can see right now. And then this flag can also provide some cover here for our Brummbär just in case. So, we are not in a good position here. But that's all we could do. So, no planes. Can anybody else attack? No, not really. I don't think so. Yeah, they could get some fuel, some ammo. How much is the maximum? 8. I think they are done anyway, but we can keep them here to guard the strategic point there. But let's stay here. Maybe someone drives in or so, and then we can use them to flank and increase our initiative. Let's rather do that. Oh, and by the way, here this pack, the flag, can actually stay here just in case. So if we are getting lucky, they are not going to move at all, and the tanks will rather get replacements, and they will possibly fire at the tanks, which would be bad. But our unlucky Ultra Tiger at least has some entrenchment in the forest for defense. And our Panther, this is the new Panther, so the new Panther is the cheapest one at least, so that's the only good news here. And yeah, they can't see our Sonderkraftfahrzeug here, and also not these guys. But we have to stay here just in case someone drives in, otherwise things would be way too dangerous. But if they do, then we are kind of screwed. 1, 2, 3, although no, actually not. Because now they can't reach our Wurfrahmen anymore. So I think we're okay. The only very bad thing is that our Kanonenvogel can be seen. That's really bad, actually. And now we can't do anything about it. So we only have bear. And I also don't want to fly further, closer to the unknown. So let's use bear as a defense. So they can see these guys here. Maybe we are just staying here. But on the other hand, yeah, maybe there is a fighter or something flying in here. They've got 17 air defense. While our Panthers, our Tigers and Panthers have 17 and 15. Yeah. Maybe there's a better thing to do here. But what? Well, the only thing that they can see... Oh, yeah, no, let's fly here then. Let's just stay here. And this way we are protecting our Tiger. And this guy cannot go here. 1, 2. So here we are actually safe. Unless they are driving in with the tank or so. And then they see the plane here. And then drive in a spark or something. So if we have an ambush situation here, then we are actually okay. But then they would see the plane there. And they don't see our Tiger before in any way. And we can't use the plane here because then the flak will shoot. So there's no good option actually. The best thing would be to attack over here, but I don't want to, as we don't know what's going on here. So the safest bet is actually to stay here. Let's do that then. And this way Bear is actually, it's kind of a waste, but Bear is in a better position to do something now, in case there are more planes coming in. So it's kind of risky. Then you guys get some more ammo. So you're also not lighting up the button anymore, and that's it here. They can stay here, because this way we can also, if a plane is around here, we could also drive around some more. They're also not in danger. Our long legs are in trouble if they if they do anything here. But I think we might be okay. Let's end the turn. Oh, no, they are shooting at the guys there. How do they see them? Who's seeing them? Oh. Oh, yeah, they're going... Oh, there. Oh, yeah, here, defensive strike. This SMG. Uh-oh. Oh, the Katyusha is firing at the Tiger. Oh, there's an ambush, or what's happening here? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, but we didn't do too much to them. There's a Sioux coming in. More Sioux. Oh, God. And what are they doing? Oh, God. They used the... Oh, ambush. No! A Tiger! No! We lost our 15th strength point Tiger down there. What the crap? It was an ambush. How did they manage that? Did our guys sleep? Did they take too many combat drugs? Kaptagon? Jürgen Kaiser, what did you do? Torsten? No! Okay, that was very expensive. 200 prestige points here gone. Crap. But everything else went pretty okay. So I guess we also got kind of lucky here. What is this? The Sioux and anti-tank stance. Okay. So I guess our... Yeah, I guess we are... No, well, they did come through here and they attacked the Brummbär. But I guess I would think that our big artillery here shot them up and suppressed most of them, and then maybe possibly 2 or 3 also came through, but then the Brummbär must have suppressed them further or so. But okay, that's okay. Now we can control them better. Alright, so that was pretty crappy, but it so happens, I guess. And they don't have any more planes right now, evidently. But I think, all in all, that was okay. But that was possibly very bad luck with the Tiger down there. So what do we have here? There was another ship, I think. Ah, yeah, here. So they are, yep, the 45mm is on the ground now. So we need to destroy this guy. Otherwise, by the way, no, we can still go here. Okay, we can still protect the town. Conscripts. Conscripts. Huh? I saw another ship. Okay, no, it was 3. Okay. So then these guys came here. Okay. And we are doing 7 only. Okay. Well then. So. And then they've got the flak, SMG infantry. I find that these SMG guys are usually quite aggressive there. This is a bit scary with the 85 there, an anti-tank stance. Oh yeah, but well, they didn't know that if they attacked us, that we would still wipe them out. So that's, I guess that's why they didn't attack, but they wanted us, I think they wanted to discourage us from attacking here or anything. Well, yeah, and then as expected, the T-34s got replacements. And we can see the, oh, by the way, the weather. Oh, it's cloudy. Oh, no, that's actually bad because that means that our planes are not efficient. Oh, no. Now we are only doing 6 with our strategic bombers there. That's bad. And you guys, you also do only 6 now. Yeah, okay, so we are going to use our Ultra U here with Rudel. To attack them there. Okay, so those were a lot of ambushs here. These conscripts, did they, by the way, did they have more experience? No, they didn't. Okay. They have 25 experience points now. Yeah, not sure if I got lucky or anything, but we certainly got unlucky down here with the little Sioux. I'm not sure if the Sioux was actually an anti-tank stand, so maybe that was also a factor or so. But now the way should be clear, by the way. We can check it out with our recon. And then our Messerschmitt does have targets here as well. But we need to be careful. So they will surely have some flak here. Who knows what's going on here? I would actually expect a battle group or so. And, well, the Sioux is coming from somewhere. So, yep. This artillery goes here. 1, 2, 3. We can shoot at them. So that's all good. These guys got some conscripts or something to replenish their losses, which dropped their experience to 145. And now they're trying to establish a little pocket around the little town of Ozera here with their airfield. But we should be able to wipe them out nicely here. You guys, this artillery goes here. 1, 1, 2, 3. Shoots them, yeah. That's all good. And now these guys can get into the forest there. That's all okay. So I guess, well, this with the Tiger, that was really unfortunate. Might be really bad in the long term here in this mission. But yeah, I mean, we are 20,194. Replacing the losses would drop us. Yeah, on the battlefield, 421 prestige points to bring them back to strength to 15. Well then, so, and that concludes today's episode. However, let's talk a little bit about the real world history some more. So many thanks for your comments. I always appreciate it, especially with Wolf Ogres. Historical anecdotes, so that's always kind of cool. And I did read something interesting this week about Stalin's terror. And as you know from this Let's Play, I'm not only interested in the bigger strategic picture especially, so that's what we are primarily talking about here, or I at least, so you're of course free to share anything that you want in the comment section and that you think someone might find interesting. Even if you don't, yeah, maybe someone else will come at some point or so. Yeah, just share and write whatever you want. Within the limits, you know, of ethics, of course, and so YouTube is not taking down your comment. But I am interested in the bigger strategic picture, which also includes the motivation of the participating parties in this war, as you know. And so I read something about Stalinistic terror. Which started right after the First World War, because you recall there was a civil war raging in the Tsarist Russia, or the post-Tsarist Russia, and the Bolsheviki, or it's written Bolshevik and then exclamation mark, but the plural seems to be Bolsheviki, and these guys, they murdered the Tsar. and the family, so the Russian emperor, so to speak. And the thing is, we recall the Tsar's wife was actually of German heritage. So I'm not exactly sure about all the relation, like the family ties and everything, but I think she might have been the sister or something, or at least a cousin or so a rather close relative to the German emperor from the First World War, right? So, and then if we think about the fact that in Nazi Germany, there were still a lot of aristocrats, pretty powerful. So to speak, the Lords. And you can expect that they didn't react too kindly to that. And that's probably one of the reasons why there was this very strong anti-Bolsheviki propaganda going, and why so many people didn't like communism, of course. Yeah. And the thing is that the communists, and under Stalin, so like, I mean, I think they are trying to distinguish between Stalin being a very special case, so the one-man dictatorship, so to speak, plus his groups, of course, or like his fighting men, who were, of course, keeping doing the whole terror. Yeah, I mean, he didn't do it personally, of course, or maybe he killed a few people or something, but obviously he can't do everything by himself. But he issued a lot of orders. And, you know, like over the years, they had several waves of terror, which sometimes were a little bit softer when they felt, okay, well, now we are getting to a point where people might really start a counter-revolution or something. Yeah, and when they felt stronger, then they committed some more crimes and more terror. And I learned a little bit about that in Hungary when I was there in Budapest, in this museum House of Terror. And if you're ever there, I really recommend to look at it, because there's not only the Soviet tank in the basement where you can really stand in front of it and look at it and everything, but more importantly, to look at the things the Bolshevists / the communists did in Hungary when they occupied it. And the methods are interesting, how they did that. And that was actually quite similar all over the place, like all over the Soviet Union with all the subjugated people during the 20s and 30s. Especially, yeah. So, and my thinking is to get back to the point, okay, what is motivating the parties? The Soviet Union was, of course, perceived as weak. Yeah, after the Winter War in 1939 in Finland, where they didn't perform so well, and people thought, okay, well, this is just a house of cards, and if we just push them a little bit, everything will just collapse and so on. And obviously, people knew about the terror. Yeah, I mean, the Stalinists / the communists, or the Bolsheviki, whatever, however you want to call them, they did some intense anti-propaganda and tried to cover up all the atrocities that they committed, including the famines that they caused, that they deliberately caused, especially in the subjugated areas, yeah, where the non-Russian populations were. Like, for example, in Ukraine, yeah, you heard the word Holodomor before probably, and we already talked about that in this Let's Play a number of times, that caused millions of deaths. And the Soviets were, or like when I say Soviets, I usually mean the controlling class, yeah, and of course they had opportunists and collaborators in all subjugated people, so they were also Ukrainians, of course, or Poles later on, yeah, or other people from everywhere, Kazakhs and Georgians and others that were participating in the crimes and followed the orders. But I think essentially it is a Russian thing, yeah. So the Russians were the ones, because they also committed near genocides or genocidal actions there, because like not only as mass deportations, yeah, but they also murdered a lot of the foreign population, so to speak. And you remember that Katharina, the German heritage-based wife of the Tsar, had actually invited a lot of German settlers to Russia. And those were called the Volga Germans. And they had also others, yeah, in other parts. but the Soviets saw the non-core population, so the non-Russian, so to speak, always as unreliable, especially in the border regions, which is why they deported them, but they also killed and murdered a lot of them in way of the arrests. Yeah, so there were different waves of arrests during these terror waves over the years after the First World War and after the Civil War was won by the socialists / communists / Bolsheviki. And I personally think that this must have been, although it's kind of very rare to read anything about it, so I actually never read anything about that yet. But I would think that the Nazi Germans, which wanted to unify all German peoples, I mean, of course, they instrumentalized that as a justification for their power plays, of course. But I also think that they did believe, like, in this peoples-based thing. Yeah, that's what national socialism seems to be about primarily. So that is like this Aryan stuff, and they are the Übermensch and so on. You know about it, yeah. So like the inhumane philosophy behind it, to just simplify it. But I think they believed that they probably had also some form of responsibility for the Germans, yeah, and they probably wanted to really free them. And like if you imagine that all these news came out, yeah, like all these reports about the atrocities that the Soviets committed and so on, and I would think that to a degree at least, it was a motivation for a lot of Germans to actually fight on the Eastern Front, to help their brethren, so to speak. Yeah. And, while I guess they didn't care too much about other peoples, especially like Ukrainians and Poles or so. But I would expect that they certainly had at least partly a motivation to go against the Soviet Union. That's probably why the Nazis depicted the Soviet Union as their primary opponent. Yeah. Maybe because of this. So, and if you ever heard about anything about that, yeah, I would really be grateful if you can write a comment and leave a link or something, or just, if you know a book or something that might cover that topic. I would be very interested to hear that, because I've not encountered anything about that yet. Yeah, like, of course, like maybe the propaganda and so on, but like really the motivation. Yeah, like they will surely have used that as propaganda to point out the atrocities and so on, and they needed to defend the people and so on. It's like the same thing as Putin's Russia is doing right now. So, yeah, of course, like to protect the Russians in Ukraine and their culture and language is going to be destroyed and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and that's why we need to kill everybody or so and take power again. And yeah, so that's certainly the same structural justification. But what I would be interested in to know is what the real motivation was. Yeah, like if you know anything. So, and I mean, I might look into it in time. But if you are like in terms of real doing active research, but if you already know anything, I would be really grateful if you shared that. Yeah. And, that was already a lot of talking about history. We're going on next time here. We're continuing, and then we shall see what's going on here. So we need to hold the line. We need to prevent more amphibious landings here. But I think it should be okay now that we've got the guys here. Like, it would have been good to use the planes some more here, but yeah, I mean, there was also a risk that maybe a spark drives in or something, like also here or so. So that's why I wanted to be rather careful. But this was very unfortunate here. That's our movement tiger. Movement and attack +3. That was pretty crappy here. How could they let that happen? But maybe it was because of the swamp or so, I guess. Maybe it was because of the swamp. But yeah, what do you think? Why do you think did we lose this tiger here? I am unhappy about that, but otherwise I'm quite happy. So it worked out pretty nicely. We lost some Wehrreserve here. It was kind of nasty, I have to admit, to use them as bait. But I didn't think that these SMG guys would come for them, actually. Wait, did I actually see them? Or did they come from somewhere? Well, anyway. But here we are. So, and now... Yeah, I think we're not letting them fight against each other. Oh, that's actually really bad. These guys, they are in anti-tank stance. Oh yeah. 6 against 3, huh? So these guys do 5-2. And our Wehrreserve is 4-1. Ground defense is only 2. And these guys have 6. And they have 2 experience stars. And our guys also. Okay, but yeah, they are probably our older guys or the... casualties that we had, and now they are not at prime combat power or something, I guess. Yeah, well. So, let's continue next time. Many thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, how about you show that by clicking the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you never ever miss an episode again on Playing Hardball. And as always, the comment section is all yours. And yeah, I hope that you listened to what I said. And if you know anything, share your knowledge. See you next time. Bye-bye.